Feel like I was born before. Called for a shooter, my brother was looting down at the Gucci store. I just lost a real one still.
What's the word, LOPs? You feel me? Today we gonna be reacting to Tied to the Bunk and X'd Out. You hear me? I don't want to say that I might get took up off it, but pretty gruesome. We're just gonna get straight into it and be a little bit more locked in. Let's jokey.
Probably another prison story with soccer. I want to give a shout out to all the fan base that's been, following me on YouTube, that's been watching my videos, subscribing, liking, and commenting, man. Mean the world to me, you feel me? Much love, it's your boy Saki. And also, if you're new to my channel, just give me 2 minutes of your time, baby. If you don't like 2 minutes of your time, change the channel, you feel me? But I want to get off into today's story, man. Today's story is not going to be really a comedy story, you feel me? Most of my stories I
ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I be watching a lot of prison content. It just popped up on my For You page. Like, I didn't go looking for this or not. Shout out to this dude too. But I watch Jay Williams, Bill Feasy, Stand Out to Web Trey, and bro, it always amazes me. Like, for a long time, we've had access to stories about prison and shit like that. Then listen, now we got videos of prison. Like, you can go on YouTube and find videos of riots and videos of people getting stabbed. Like, I don't understand why you would still go do that, do the things that could lead you to going there instead of just getting a damn job, bro. You finna go do 20 years, come home and get a job anyways. People just be dumb.
I laugh, try to have a good time, and try to, make light of the situation. But the situation I'm going to tell you about today, it's not really much you can make light of, man. It's just one of them situations that's just a sad situation, and it's a situation that's just reality of prison, man. Reality of prison, reality of the prison world, you feel me? So, boom, let's jump it off like this, man. So, it's 2014, man. I'm 4 years in my stint, and there's a kid named DJ to pull up to the unit. The kid's probably like 21, man. 20 or something.
Off the bat, 21 years old. Man, if y'all don't calm down with all that, nigga over there trying to be productive with his life. Anyways, 21 years old, bro. You went in doing however much time you had. Think you finna come home one day dead. Your mama think she finna see you dead. Like, come on, man.
DJ was just not pulling up off a transfer, and DJ was about 192 pounds, skinny kid, still young, about 19.
Oh shit, I'm 120, so 190 is skinny. What the hell am I?
Time, and was going through life problems. He never been to prison. He never been about that life.
That my dog's in the back.
He was just,
I ain't gonna deny they joy, so y'all just gonna have to deal with it.
Going through the motions at the time.
I'm gonna try and cut it out as best I can.
So, DJ pull up, man, and DJ off the muscle, they try to hard check DJ. DJ say, man, I'm not fighting, I'm not doing no hard checks. I just want to do one thing, man. I don't want to fight nobody. My time, hard check, and go home. So,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not familiar with him. I ain't never heard nobody use the term heart check, but I can assume it mean like checking your gas, shit, pulling your car. But if you don't want nobody to do that to you, if you don't want to fight in prison, bro, you shouldn't be committing fucking crimes, nigga. You shouldn't be out here shooting people, stealing from people. Like, use your head.
That heart check, man, that's really, the heart check when you pull up on the unit, that's really to test your heart, you feel me? If you fail the heart check, you pretty much gonna have a million problems your whole time there. So anyway, DJ, just spit it real. Like, I don't want to fight nobody, man. I just want to go home. I just want to do my time, make parole, and go to fucking home, man. Get back home to my family, my mother, the people that love me, And you gotta respect that. If you just a normal human being in prison, you gotta respect that. But his celly, Hot Boy, had a reputation. He was known for, different shit, bullying and shit, and so Hot Boy pushed the issue. He was like, oh man, you don't want a heart check. Ooh, if you don't want a heart check, you're going to have to get up out of here. He ended up, they ended up assigning DJ to Hot Boy's cell. So basically, Hot Boy and DJ is going to be two cellies. Hot Boy is one of those bully type inmates. And so once he got DJ as a cellie, DJ, he's not being hard. He's not being doing nothing extra. He's saying, I just want to go home. That's it. That's all. And so Hot Boy seen.
I know y'all from here. Like, hold on. See, making me do all this editing, man. You niggas. Are you saying you niggas? Just drop. Just drop. How did you even get this? Put you there, and get back to business.
Remember, Hot Boy has a life sentence. DJ has a 17-year sentence, man.
Oh, DJ, you got a 17 clip, Thomas? You don't want to fight. Let me see. This is why I said I can't be laughing and make a joke. I know how to end, evidently.
This is where the justice system conflicts each other, man. How can you put somebody in a cell with a life sentence and somebody in a cell with a 17-year sentence? Just don't add up, man. But you know, hey, who am I? I'm just another ex-convict or ex-inmate. You feel me? Back to my story though. So this is what happened. DJ ended up going in cell with Hot Boy, man. I would say about a fucking week go by, man. And Hot Boy set the standards. Hey, look, you don't want to do no motherfucking heart check. We know you ain't about that life. You a hoe. You just want to go home. You just want to do your
Right there. Brother called you a hoe, gang. In the free world, you have the luxury, you have the right, you have the ability, the free will to walk away. In a can, in a kennel, in the jungle, you ain't got that right, shorty. You gotta immediately put hands on that man, bust his lips open. You feel like, bro, pause, no homo, niggas be thinking crazy.
And instead of him respecting that, Hot Boy respecting that, he preyed on it, you feel me? And when I say he preyed on it, meaning, when DJ went to Stowe, commissary, that's what started it. Hot Boy told him, hey, look, you gotta pay rent. This of shit I want, and I want you to get it off of commissary. If not, it's gonna be problems. So, like I mentioned before, man, DJ was just a kid that didn't want no trouble, didn't want no time. He just wanted to get his motherfucking time out the way and go home. He was paying Hot Boy $10 every Stowe day. He would, every Stowe day, or every commissary day, Hot Boy would make it $10.
Bro, hey, nigga, tweaking. Get over here. Troll there. I'm finna press play. I don't want no more problems.
And DJ would go down there and
Hey.
$10.
You being rude.
I mean, and buy the rest of the shit, you know, that wasn't a bad deal to DJ. Hey, spending $10 every time I go to the store just to go home. I don't have to fight nobody. I don't have to goddamn do nothing. Hey, fuck it. I can go in a
Ain't a bad deal. $10 ain't bad.
home like this. I'm willing to do it. And so DJ was down with that, paying Hot Boy every time we went to the store, $10. So this is where the story gets sad, man. You know, I feel like, hey, man, you know, if you extorting a guy, man, and a guy come to prison, and he tell you, man, hey, all I want to do is go home to my family, my kids, man, I don't want no trouble. And he ended up paying you, and he ends up paying what you asked him to pay you every fucking store day. What the fuck, man? What else do you want? God damn.
Go on, bro, though. Like, the nigga is. He doing what you asked. He's complying. Come on, bro.
The kid alone, you feel me? But that wasn't the case. Hot Boy wanted more and more and more. So after he see a DJ agree to that $10, he changed it to $20. So now DJ's like, you know what, man, fuck, man. I don't want to fucking, every time I go to the store, you know, my mama's sending me this money, man, and she don't really know what's going on, that I'm paying for basically nobody to fuck with me. I'm paying for basically my cellie not to beat me up, you know what I'm saying? And in prison, man, you ain't finna write home. You ain't finna tell your family no shit like that. Come on, man, be realistic. Who wants to write home and tell their family some shit like that? Like, I'm paying my cellie not to fucking beat my ass or take all my shit, man. So you can genuinely feel that there was a fear in DJ, man. He just wanted to do his time and go the fuck home. But Hot Boy, like I said, man, and that's why I say it's people that deserve to be in prison, man. So after you know, so long of bullying him and extorting him, Hot Boy went up to 20, 25, 30. So eventually got to $30. You only allowed to spend 90 bucks every store day. You feel me? Or every.
What he said?
So after you know, so long of bullying him and extorting him, Hot Boy went up to 20, 25, 30. So eventually got to $30. You only allowed to spend 90 bucks every store day.
See, that's why the best thing to do is not go to prison, bro, because I don't care what nobody got to say. At the end of the day, bro, you was a man when you was committing your crimes, nigga. Nigga, you was a man when you was holding your nuts on your victim. Doing whatever you did to get you 17 years, gang. Like, do something to them. He ain't nothing but another man to you. He might whoop your ass. He might poke. Like, you don't know, bro, but you gotta dip your toes in them water, man. You already done went to the beach. Now it's time to get your toe wet, nigga.
Or every spin. A spin lasts 14 days. So after so long, you know, DJ has 15 years sentence. I would say after about a year and a half in, man, DJ got tired. Like, man, hey, look, man, goddamn, you know, his people not sending him that much money no more, the whole nine. So, you know, DJ eventually get tired and he talked to his seller and said, hey, look, man, I can't pay you no more. My people don't send money no more like that. So DJ talked to his seller like, look, man, you know, I don't want no trouble. I just want to go home. I can't afford to pay you $20 every store no more because my mama don't send me money like that no more. And so, you know, Hot Boy, he got a reputation to keep. You know, he been around town. He been around here bragging, basically saying, you know, my celly a hoe. He motherfucking pay rent, or he pay rent, or he basically pay to live in this cell with me. And he done put the word out there, you know, so now the word kind of out there. Everybody know DJ is just a kid that is young, and he don't want no trouble, man. He just basically want to go home. He want to do his time, go home. That's it, and that's all, man. So, like I said, it came a point in time after about a year and a half where DJ wasn't getting that much money from his family anymore.
So, he got through a year and a half out of 17 paying people. A year and a half out of 17 by paying this one dude. And this dude has been talking about you, spreading your you know, smearing your name. And then you gotta think like people in your cell block are gonna get transferred out. They're gonna move to either other cell blocks or other prison. Then say whatever, you leave one day. 2-3 years later you leave, you go to another prison. But the same thing is gonna happen because people are gonna know like, oh yeah, that dude Hot Boy was pressing. Like, man, you gotta, man, stay your ass out of prison, boy.
And he told Hot Boy, like, man, look, I can't afford to pay you $20 every store no more, man. You know, people ain't sending money like that. So one night I hear DJ, you know, just fucking, I hear a whole bunch of boom. I hear Hot Boy going off in the cell, man. I'm in like fucking 12 cells down. I hear Hot Boy just fucking going off in the cell. Bitch, you got me fucked up. You trying to play me? The whole run. Everybody in the motherfucking run is listening to this shit. He going off on his celly, man, trying to get points and just trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, stick to his reputation. So he going off saying, hey, look. He like, bitch, you trying to play me, this and that. Your mama gonna send you that money every month and this and that. I don't believe you. Motherfucker, you better go down there and get my shit, this and that, you know, because,
Like, bro. This grown man is telling this other grown man he don't believe his mama ain't sending him money. Nigga, what? Give a damn what you believe, cuz.
DJ was explaining to him, like, I can't afford to pay you $20 no more every time because my mama ain't sending me much no more, this and that. So basically, long story short, man, Hot Boy wasn't going for that shit, man. He was, you know, hey, look, you better write your mama and tell her like, you need that money. If not, goddamn, I'm gonna beat your ass or I'm gonna take care of you, you feel me? So at this time, it's been about a year and a half, man. Basically, you know, Hot Boy been hogging, bullying DJ.
Also, if you're dealing with a nigga with life and you kind of scared he gonna do what he does to DJ, you could also put yourself like into. You could just go to the door and be like, I can't be in here. You feel me? You can make some shit up and get moved. You know, most prisons. Some you can't. Some you just gotta.
One day they called commissary, man.
Thug it out.
And
Get his ass before he gets
you know, DJ and Hot Boy had their little deal worked out, but it, you know, shit wasn't working out. So basically, Hot Boy is getting to the point where he feeling like DJ is playing him. In TDC, when you go to commissary, you go to store. They give you an issued ID. An issued ID is it's a state offender's ID, meaning it's gonna say offender on it. It's gonna have your offender number, and it's gonna have your name and maybe a picture and a picture. They call commissary. Commissary roll it down, roll around. So we all go in the day room. You know, typical commissary day. We all in the day room waiting, going to commissary. You feel me? And so I go down to the day room. You know, it's shit early in the morning. I'm doing my thing. I always go to the store. You feel me? My brother always goddamn made sure I stay had money in my books. You feel me? So I ended up going to the day room to wait to go to the store. And in the midst of me waiting, I'm down here just chilling, chopping it up. You know, it's commissary day. We all having fun. You know, shit, the typical commissary day is like a holiday in prison. You feel me? Everybody finna make stove, finna make spreads, finna make cakes, finna do what they do. You feel me? And so while I'm sitting in the day room, waiting for my name to be called for commissary, I noticed a Hot Boy down here in the commissary line too, waiting to go to commissary. So I'm just chilling because I know Hot Boy, man, he really don't ever. I know Hot Boy don't ever go to the store. So,
Hot Boy don't ever go to the store, meaning his ass was down there to make sure that other nigga ain't down there too. I bet you.
So, you know,
I bet you.
sitting back in the cut. I mind my own fucking business, though. And sitting back in the cut, we're just looking like, damn, this motherfucker that came up in the game, he finna go to stove. So anyways, they end up, boom, calling another shot for stove. I end up catching that shot. Hot Boy ended up catching that shot for stove. Boom, we make it to the front, like I said.
Oh, bad. The shot means 10 to 25 offenders being let out at the time to go to commissary.
Boom, we make it to the front. Like I said, Hot Boy pulled out his card. I'm right behind him, so I'm over his shoulder. As soon as he pulled his card out, I noticed off the muscle, it's not a picture of him, and it's not his name. This is DJ's card, you feel me?
Evidently, I was fucking wrong.
And I'm right behind him, so I'm sitting back. I'm waiting. It's my turn next, and boom, he handed the commissary lady his card. So she scans it, boom, says, 150. 150. So she lets him know he has 150 on his card, and she starts looking at the card. Then she starts looking at him, and she's looking at the picture. So I'm behind Hot Boy. I'm like, man. So the commissary lady, she's just a regular worker. Boom, she's looking at the card, looking at Hot Boy, and she tells Hot Boy, "This ain't you." And she looking at it, and she said, "What's your name?" He says, "My name is Dante Jackson." And she said, "What's your TDC number?" And so boom, he reads off the TDC number to her. And so she keeps looking like, well, goddamn, if this is you, you don't look like this on the card. And fucking Hot Boy says, well, that's me, man. Woo, this and that. She was like, okay, well, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
See, that's the key to being a true, I don't want to say predator, but like a true victimizer. Boy, you gotta be just as sweet as your ass is mean and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be just as kind. But you know, people think you just gotta be out.
She calls down to the wing. She said, I have a Deshaun Jackson. He lives in cells such. She looked him up. I want to make sure that this is the right guy. So she calls the sergeant or the lieutenant down to the wing, and she says, I have a Deshaun Jackson. At the window, I see this guy's picture on this photo ID, but it doesn't look like him. It looks like another inmate. So the sergeant walks down there. You know, this happens commonly. So the sergeant walks down there, grabs the ID, looks at the ID, looks at Hot Boy, looks at the ID, looks at Hot Boy and says, this ain't you. Where'd you get this ID from? So now
thought he had one.
See the fucking shock and the motherfucking scare all over Hot Boy face. He's like, shit, this is my ID, this is me. So the sergeant not buying the shit. They end up cuffing him, handcuffing him, detaining him right there. Yes, you can't get handcuffed in prison. So the sergeant goes, takes the ID, goes, looks it up, and sees Dante Jackson is in cell 417 bottom. That's the same cell that fucking Hot Boy lives in. So he's like, oh, okay, maybe this is the guy. So they walk down. He's like, okay, cool, that is you. I'm gonna walk down there. So boom, they walk in. You know, they chopping it up. The sergeant just very like, oh, okay, boom, I see you still living. That's the same cell. So this probably is you. Let me just talk to your cellie. A fucking hot boy say, man, no, my cellie at school, this and that. My cellie at school, my cellie at school. And
he's so close but so far at the same time, boy.
the sergeant goes, school was canceled today. There ain't no fucking school. What do you mean he's at school? And he was like, oh, well, he's at work right now. And the sergeant was like, well, if he's at work, we'll contact him. We'll find out where he's at. Anyway, so they take a walk down there to their cell. Every cell is 2 minute cell. So they walk on down to the cell, man. And as soon as the fucking sergeant walks to the cell, he looks in and he's somebody on the bottom bunk, asleep. And he's like, well, hold on. And he sees somebody on the bottom bunk asleep in that cell, 417 bottom. So the sergeant's looking, and he's looking on the roster, and he's like, hold on, you live in 417 bottom. Why is somebody? And so Hot Boy looks at him and says, oh, no, that's my celly, man. I let him sleep on my bunk sometimes. I let him sleep on the bottom bunk sometimes because he be coming in real tired from work. I didn't know he came in from work already, and he must have been real tired. He must have just laid on the bottom bunk. He didn't feel like climbing on the top bunk. So the sergeant was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So he starts hitting on the motherfucking, so he starts hitting on the goddamn, the bars. So the sergeant decides to wake his cellie up and tell him to get on this bunk because that's protocol. You're supposed to be in the right bunk. So the sergeant is banging on the bars, trying to get him woke. And for some reason, DJ...
I wonder why the sergeant cares.
Waking up at all. So you see the sergeant, man, grab his walkie-talkie, hops on his walkie-talkie, and says, shh, roll 417. And so 417 rolls, man. He walks in the cell, bangs on the bunk, try to get DJ to wake up. But at the same time, there's a blanket fully covering DJ, covering his head, his whole body. He's asleep. So the sergeant, they're not supposed to touch you. That's a rule in prison. They're not supposed to touch you to wake you up unless they have to. So he bangs on the bunk first. Boom, 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 boom. Bangs, makes all kind of noise, and DJ's not waking up. So, boom, next thing back and tries to shake him, wake him up. Wake him up. Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up. And DJ won't move. So the sergeant grabs the blanket, pulls it back, blanket back. And as soon as he pulled the blanket back, all he seen was a stiff, cold body. He had basically a rope around his neck, a rope around his body, a rope around his feet, a rope around his motherfucking, basically tied to the bunk. That's what the sergeant seen when he pulled the sheets back. So the sergeant off the rip goes to fucking waves, in a panic mode, and he pushes the...
What was old head thinking? Hot Boy. Folk, you finna go spend that boy cash. Spend 90 out of 150. You ain't finna keep this body in your cell for no 2 weeks for next time to spend the rest of the 150 or whatever his people put on that. If people gonna call and wonder what, Hot Boy, you ain't nigga dumb.
On the walkie-talkie, which is sitting a bunch of guards down there, and he goes to instant trying to wake this guy up. So he's shaking this guy, but he can tell this guy's out of there, man. So he's shaking DJ, and he's saying, hey, wake up, wake up, wake up. And he can tell, man, DJ is not responding. He's stiff, he's cold. Pretty much you can tell DJ is dead, man. And it's like, it's sad. It's sad because, man, this dude died for no reason, man.
Absolutely.
It's sad. So the sergeant's freaking out now. He calls back up down there. So he turned around, automatically fucking restrains Hot Boy, put the handcuffs on. He's looking dumb as hell. Hot Boy's looking like, oh shit, I don't know what's going on. So the fucking sergeant asks him, why is your cellie dead in here? Why is he dead or on? So they find DJ dead in the cell. They lock his cellie up. Remember, his cellie already has a life sentence, man. They lock his cellie up, do an investigation. Investigation revealed that Hot Boy ended up killing him to steal his offender card, to use his card at commissary to go to the store. He never got to use the card. That's how he ended up getting caught. But I just wanted to shed light on how prison is, man, the brutality of prison, how the reality of prison. That's all I just wanted to tell this story and share this story about DJ, man. DJ was 20 years old, and you know,
damn, I'm 20 years old.
a kid, he just made a mistake in his life, and he's just a kid. They ended up in a cell with somebody, a hardcore criminal, man. Somebody that deserved to be in prison, somebody that needed to be in prison. And it was just, you know, the wrong circumstances, wrong situation, because any other circumstance or situation, he wouldn't be dead to this day. And DJ ended up dying to a ruthless, cold-blooded inmate, you feel me?
A diabolical ass maniac.
And he was 21 at the time he passed, man. His mother came down there. She was sick, man. Well, I'm saying his mother came and, you know, she raised hell. She raised hell, you know. DJ wasn't a kid that deserved to be in prison, that deserved to be in jail. He was just a kid that made a mistake. And he wasn't built for that type of reality, you feel me? I wanted to share that story, though, because it is a very sad story. Just, you know, how the justice system will put you with a guy that has a life sentence, man, in the same cell. And, you know, hey, man, only the strong survive. That's how they look at it, you feel me? And it ended up costing DJ his life. Behind commissary, man. Saddest story I ever heard, saddest story I ever seen, you know. The kid was 20 years old. Basically got killed for nothing, man. You know, got killed for trying to go home. He was paying the guy. The guy ended up,
I wonder what state he in. Because depending on what state he in, folks could have took the damn $10, because dude said he wasn't paying the 20 no more. So he could have took the 10 or without and just been cool. But depending on what state he in, his ass finna die. They gonna book him, put him in that chair, zip, zip, zap, zap.
Eventually demanded more. DJ paid that too. And it got to a point to where, you know, he got tired of paying, so he tried to lie to Hot Boy. And it's like, you know, my mama ain't sending me that much money no more. I can't make stove. And that was his only way out, you feel me? Instead of saying, hey, I'm not paying you anymore, you're not getting any more of my money, he basically made up a story. It was like, hey, my people don't send money anymore. I can't continue to pay you no more to fucking live in the cell. And DJ and fucking Hot Boy took it as him trying to bold up, or him trying to, what they call that shit? They call that shit as like him trying to motherfucking stand up. So Hot Boy took that as him trying to stand up or buck, and ended up killing this man behind a fucking $95 stove, man. Ruthless and just heartless, man. That's what you call heartless, honestly. And I just wanted to shed light, man. You do have heartless people down there in prison, you feel me? And you do have people that's very much well deserved that need to be down there for the rest of their life, you feel me? Then you have a lot of people down there that just made a mistake, man. And I wouldn't say they deserve to be down there, but if they are down there, they deserve to be down there to serve their time and come home. That's it, not to be forgotten about, you feel me? R.I.P. to the kid.
Yeah, R.I.P. to folks. Evidently, that's the end, because these niggas is wilding in the back, barking at something outside. But you know, that's why y'all niggas shouldn't go to prison.